All right, guys, welcome to the case study. This is my $0 to $200,000 in 30 days case study. And this is very important for you because this is the exact strategy I use to make income through affiliate marketing online. And so this is going to be a great opportunity for you to see a working example. You can see the ads where I'm going to show you the quiz. I'm going to show you the ad strategy, the scaling strategy, everything that I use on this campaign to make this work. So this is very legit. So if you're new to this is going to be a great start to your affiliate marketing, internet marketing career. But if you also have been around for a while, this is going to be a great strategy for you to unlock a potentially unlimited earning potential. And this could be the one opportunity you have that will actually work for you, just as it did for myself. You never know unless you start going. And that was just part of my story. So I'm glad I could share this case study with you. And just to kind of give you an idea, this is the account after almost 1 month. And don't worry about that this here because I took the screenshot then. And so it did go up. But anyway, so $219,000 within 1 month, 4,000 purchases, reached over 2 million people. And so this is a great example. So we're going to dive into it here. Why this matters, I mean, this is a real behind the scenes look on a working campaign. This can be the blueprint for long-term stable income for any type of niche, any product. And this could be potentially the last piece you need to ignite your success. They say small hinges actually, how small hinges, they move big doors. So maybe this could be the hinge that really sets you off and ignites your career. So, and usually, I mean, you're not going to see a lot of people give you this information because, once they have this, they go off, they go make huge companies, they hire media buyers, they go do the deal. And that's something I did ponder and I could have gone through, but I really wanted something where I'm having a little bit more fulfillment in my life. And I kind of found out I like to help teach people stuff I know and I get fulfillment from it. So that's why I'm going through this route where I'm teaching you guys how to essentially be a media buyer. And you are basically sending traffic to a working offer. So you don't have to worry about half that stuff. And it's going to be really great. And I will dive into more of what I said earlier if that didn't make sense. But yeah, I wanted to get in coaches get into a business where I'm coaching, did some life coaching. And I've done this type of business before where I'm helping people out and I loved it. And I was able to share knowledge that I've learned, really impart my wisdom into people. And I think that is one of the best things we could do as a humanity where we're helping our fellow person. So, and this here is actually what sprung me into this career. So I'm super thankful for it. And, I hope this can be a great springboard for you too into your career and you can make a ton of money online basically. So, I mean, the big picture, I would like to be, kind of a proud dad to these people, to you guys where, you are very thankful for the impact I have and the knowledge I've learned and things I'm sharing. And heck, I mean, even I can hire you at some point. I plan on having a bigger team. And so I'm just looking for really great people. If you do good by me, I will do good by you. And I think that's the best way to go about doing business. I don't plan on being shady or screwing people over because that's happened to me a few times and it's not a good feeling. And I have a good industry reputation and I am not going to ruin it. So, yeah. But ultimately, I like to help people with their income first. And then I'd like to get into more life coaching where I'm coaching people on their confidence and kind of being a rock in this world of chaos that people can lean on. And I'm showing you the right direction. Let's be honorable. Let's be great. And things like that. And then eventually this will evolve into some sort of leadership mastermind. And I need people in my corner. So if you're someone doing this early and you stick around me, I will promote you and, it's going to be great. I'll have you meet my friends and it's going to be a great opportunity for you, especially if you're early. So then, if you might be thinking, why am I qualified to say these things? I will get into my story in the school. It's a great story of how I kind of went through some adversity when I went about doing this and how I overcame it. And it's a great story. So I will see you in there. It's going to be outlined in the school. And yeah, and basically, I've been in the inner circle for affiliate marketing for a long time, and I want to help bring some more people in, whether it be media buyers or sales reps or tech guys. It just really all depends what your strengths are. And I do consult other people doing this type of work as a business. So I'm really confident in what I'm teaching you, how it works, and how you can make a big income from it. So I really feel like I'm super qualified on this. So anyway, thanks for watching this first video. The next one, we're going to overview the concept to make sure you get on the same page so you understand what this is exactly. And then we're going to dive into the content. So we will see you on the next video. All right, guys, welcome to the second video. This is going to be the overview of the concept. So we're all on the same page. So, and what I did go ahead and I have attached here, you can get your free index guide. Is going to be all the terms, every affiliate thing that you may not understand. So if I say some acronym or term that I didn't further elaborate on, you can use that to get you caught up. So you're welcome. And then, so basically this is affiliate marketing. You know, just if you're not new, just bear with me for a couple seconds. If you are new, it's basically two parts. So there is one part where someone has a product or a service that they offer. So they sell a supplement, they're a lawyer, they do roofing, they sell coaching. So it's anybody that sells something, that has something to sell. And then the second part to this is the the affiliate slash publisher is the person that drives the traffic. It drives a new user to that offer to sell them. And so basically it's like you're running Facebook ads and someone pays you once someone submits an ad or submits a lead. You can have a YouTube channel where you're promoting offers, you have little commercials. These are type things where someone has traffic and they're sending that traffic to people's offers, such as like a supplement company or some sort like that. So that makes sense. It's pretty simple. There's two parts of it. So we're on the affiliate side, and there's a couple ways to be an affiliate. There's a paid ads. So basically you're paying an ad platform like Facebook $1, and through the sales system, you get $2 out. So basically, you put $100 in, you get $200 out. It's that type of deal where you are putting. It's like a money machine, I like to call it, and I do kind of explain that a little bit more in depth later. But so there's paid ads, and then there's organic, which is like the free version where you're building an audience. It takes more time, such as like a YouTube channel or maybe like some sort of podcast. But the thing is I like paid the most because there's a quicker return, there's unlimited options. It takes more skill, but you're basically setting up like a money machine, so it's well worth it in my eyes. And then, but other people do like more organic, where it's kind of you're getting free money in a way. It's more long term. It may take you a couple years to set that up, but it's kind of a different type of stable because you're building up an audience. But ultimately, it's money versus time. So if you have a lot of money, do paid ads, and not a lot of time, do paid ads. But if you don't have a lot of money, but you have a lot of time, then you can go organic. But at the same time, I like paid. You don't even need that much money because once you have something going, you get an immediate return, and then you're able to scale it up. And then the offer sells people for me. So I just kind of do a little bit of marketing. I make a website that people click onto. And in this example, it's going to be a quiz funnel, and then which is like a landing page or like a quiz funnel or a lander. I mean, these are all type of same things for the same word. And then what's an offer? Now, this is the website you're going to send traffic to, and it's nice because these multi-million dollar companies spend tens of thousands of dollars to actually build this site up. And all you have to do is just send traffic to it. It's super easy, and the deal is kind of split in half, right? So on one hand, you have the people that are selling the product. They're going to do their best to make sure that the landing page that you send traffic to is good so that it actually converts them. And then they're the ones sending the product out. They're the one fulfilling the service. And then your half of the deal is you want to get people to that website. So it's nice because you don't have to have anything to sell. You just need to get people to that site, and it will sell them for you. And I teach you a very simple way of how to go about doing this, and it's a really nice synergistic partnership. So basically, what an offer is. So in this case study, what I do is I send traffic to a video sales letter, which is basically a perfectly written video on how to completely sell somebody. It's amazing. They get into the emotion, and it's very, very good at what it does. And these cost companies easily like $10,000 plus. I'm sure they have people on full time. They pay them a fat salary or commission to do these type of deals. These guys make 8 to 9 figures a year. So it's really no question to them to make a really good sales letter. And the nice part is you didn't have to set it up. You're just sending traffic to it. And the potential here is, I know personally a lot of people who make millions of dollars in the affiliate industry doing this type of deal. It's crazy, and it's something you could scale up to crazy amounts of revenue with. But also you could do this to make a couple extra $1,000 per month, or this could be something where it grows and it's very life-changing. And the nice part is that I like the ideas of having a lot of money and then you go do your passion, right? So then you're not stressed about spending a lot of time on not making money in the beginning, and you can really find out what you're really passionate about. So yeah, this case study shows how I scaled my first campaign to $219,000, but then tragedy struck, guys, and it's tough, but I do explain that a little bit later in the school community, so I will see you there. But yeah, I do get into it in school. It goes over my story, my struggle. So if you're here for the case study, so let's dive into the case study. So I'll see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back. This is the overview of what we're going to do. It seems a little redundant, but I get into better detail here. So basically, what you have to do is you have to pick the offer, which we will go into on how to choose the right offer to send traffic to. And then we're going to learn the audience, and which is very simple, actually. So if you're not somebody who really knows marketing, I have a very nice way to shorten that learning curve and save you a bunch of time, a bunch of money. And then you have to understand the bridge page, which is going to be a quiz, which is the page we send traffic to. And then I'm going to show you how the ads we ran and the winning campaigns I did. And these are worth so much money because no one ever shows you the exact campaigns that they run. They might show you like a little different version, but I'm not holding anything back. So yeah, in this funnel, basically you see here, we're going to learn the offer, and then we're going to learn the audience, and we're going to build a bridge page, and then we're going to understand ads. So basically in the consumer way, it goes through Facebook, the quiz, their sales video, and then they buy, basically. So very simple. And you're going to learn a blueprint that you can actually learn and replicate over and over and over again. That's the idea of this, is that you can learn this, replicate it in different offers, and you're going to be good to go. So you'll see the exact strategy me and hundreds of other people use. You will learn to identify what sells people. You're going to see a winning quiz funnel and what it looks like. And of course, the behind the scenes on the winning Facebook campaign. So we're going to teach you how to choose a winning offer. We're going to teach you how to get the point of difference. We're going to create urgency with the quiz. And I'm going to teach you how to create curiosity-based ads to get people to click. So that's the idea. So then if you're interested in learning more outside of this, once you're done with this case study, in school I did make additional videos, and I unlocked the first part of the VIP, the full course of what I have. So I give you some really good value there. I actually dive into my 3 secrets on how I replicate these campaigns over and over again. So those of you who watch all the videos, I do give my exact quiz funnel as a template for free. You just have to make sure to watch all the videos, of course. So it's very, very, I'm giving as much value as I can, guys, here, because the idea is that I hope that you trust me and you want to learn more and come along with the ride with me. So this is going to be fun, and I just got to make sure we have a deal here. So you watch my videos, I give you a lot of value, and I earn your trust. And then I will see you in my school community. And then next video, what we're going to do is we're going to actually dive into the meat and potatoes here. We're going to get into the first step, which is finding the offer to sell. So I will see you there. All right, welcome. We are going to dive into everything here, so buckle up. I will get straight into it. We're going to go over the offer. So you basically, you need a good offer, because if you send traffic to a offer that sucks and it's not going to be good for you. So we need to make sure these are good first. And the offer really does mean everything. You can get someone to buy, but if they don't buy, it's not going to back out. So, and the offer is basically broken into two parts. You have a product or a service that's given at such a great value that they have to buy. And then there's also a lot of sales psychology, like open loops, false beliefs that they destroy, biases, and things that people want and need. They really do an amazing job at diving into sales psychology. And the nice part about it, you're not building that. So it's super easy. And even this type of offer, this type of campaign has been around before the internet. They used to send out actual letters in the mail where people would read it and then they would mail their money in and get a product. And now today, this is essentially put into videos and websites. There's a company I know, it's called Agora, where they're doing over $100 million a year doing this type of stuff. Like it's nothing. They're more in the finance industry, but I mean, it's crazy. These companies give you everything they have, and all you have to do is send traffic to it. Super simple. And the nice thing is, too, that they're so giant, they can actually handle a large volume. So if you were to actually go to maybe like a local business, like a roofer or something, like, hey, I want to do ads for you, which sucks. I would not recommend doing any of that. But they can only handle so much. But these companies are already giant, so they can handle thousands of orders like daily. And they do these type of things daily, and it's pretty crazy. So the offer that I'm diving into is in the health / weight loss niche. There are others like finance, survival, biz op, legal, software, relationships. I mean, there's everything. So if you don't necessarily want to do weight loss, don't worry. You can apply this information to every single other niche, and you'll be good to go. So Cinderella Solution is the one I ran, and we chose this because it had a high average order value, which means on average, people spent a lot of money on this when they bought. So the earnings per click were high. So don't worry about earnings per click. I should probably not even put that in there because it doesn't matter really. It does, but not in this context. So nice too is that they not only have a sales page where they sell someone, they also have upsells. So usually what the old saying is, a buyer is a buyer is a buyer is a buyer. So if they buy once, they're very likely to keep buying, and especially if they want all the stuff. So we give them the opportunity to buy. And this one here, the average order value is about $73. And you find these on affiliate networks. And you might be wondering, if you don't know, what is an affiliate network? I mean, basically, these are the middleman between you, the traffic runner, the affiliate, the publisher, and the offer owner. And you go there, and they basically have hundreds of offers to choose from. As a free bonus, I actually do give you a list of networks that you can find these at. I call it my offer gold mine, and I put that in the school community. It's going to be one of the first videos where I go through it all, and it's going to be very valuable for you because you're going to be able to find hundreds of offers that you could sell almost immediately, basically turnkey. So you may be wondering, what do these video sales letters look like? They are very simple. They're ugly, and the ugly ones convert. That's kind of a saying in the industry. If it's too posh, too perfect, people are kind of turned off by it. Something like that, I would assume. So yeah, you see here, there's a big headline, and these are a little. I wouldn't really recommend running something like this at this time because of these guarantees. And Facebook and other platforms, they don't like when you have these guarantees because you can kind of get in some legal issues. But at the same time, not a huge deal, but it is sensational. So I mean, some of these videos do kind of go too far. Mainly in like the weight loss niche, but I mean, they convert. So it's always best to, watch the video yourself and make a judgment call if you want to go forward with it. And, but the thing is with these weight loss health niche offers, I mean, they work and they convert. And this is just my success story, how I made one of these work basically. So that's the offer here, this video. Thanks for watching. This next one, so on this next video, we're actually going to go over the secret that you need to find that will actually help you sell this, and it's amazing. So you're going to want to watch this next one. I will see you there. All right, guys, welcome. Now, this is very important. This what I call the point of difference. This is the key that you need to find to help actually sell this product. So basically, every single offer is going to be based around one thing that makes them different or stand out. It's basically the value proposition, but either it's longer lasting, better guarantee, it's easier to do, it's faster, cash back, no fees, maybe it's more personalized. These are all called like angles that we use, and you need to find it, because if you don't find this, then you don't know how to sell this. So in the Cinderella solution, basically this point of difference was fixing hormonal balances to promote weight loss rather than like calorie counting or working out a bunch. They also use like a flavor pairing method that can basically if you don't combine certain foods, it increases your metabolism and things like that. It was inspired by the dietary habits of this like city in Japan, basically. And so it kind of gives some more credibility and a little bit of mystique regarding that aspect. It's like, oh, this little mystery technique by all these skinny ladies in this foreign country or whatever. It's just a little marketing thing. So once you find that, that's all you need. So I found that in the campaign, and now you know how to sell it. And basically how normally people would find these, you would actually go out and buy maybe ad spy tools for like $100, do like a couple of days, a week maybe of deep research into blogs, Reddit, whatever, doing some market research. But it's nice because it is all done for you. It's all you really need is find the point of difference. And it's nice because, again, it's in the video that you didn't have to create. You just have to watch it and grab that and then put it into your ads. They're good to go. So that's the nice part. So how do you find these? I do actually dive into this. This is actually my first secret I go into in the school community. I'll dive into more detail there. But basically, once you're in the offer, there's an affiliate page, and then there's going to be a sales page, and then you just click it and watch it, and it's all right there. And they also give you a bunch of ad copy, email, swipes. I mean, they're a multi-million dollar company giving you everything that they have, every winning campaign, all the secrets that they have to sell it. They're giving it to you because they want you to sell it and make money from it, because they also do make money from it. So it is a win-win situation. So it's really nice. And that's what the nice thing about it is, that you don't have to create these, take weeks, months to create. And you basically have a 9-figure company in your corner giving you everything. Like I said earlier, it's win-win. So inside school, I do actually have a bonus where I show you my step-by-step copy hacking secret, where I use to write ads that convert and make a landing page that converts. So it's going to be in the welcome video. So I will see you there. And now that's it for this one. Let's go into this next video. So now at this point, you know your offer, you know what it takes to stand out, and you have the ads and images and emails that actually convert, because it's going to be on that sales page. Now you need to make your landing page. In this case study, the landing page we use is called a quiz funnel. It is used to create intrigue in the product and qualify people more. And it is a very beautiful, low barrier of entry option to get people into the page. So it's very nice. I will see you there. All right, welcome. Now we are going to dive into the landing page, the quiz, the little bit of work you got to do. And it is very simple. I make it very simple for you. So you may be asking, why are we doing like a quiz? Because you can't run ads directly to the link that you need to send people to get them to watch the video. You need a bridge page or a landing page, same thing. And it's nice because it's low risk. It gets them clicking. It builds curiosity and helps pre-frame the person to let them know you're going to watch a video and your answer is going to be there. Basically, the solution to the quiz answers. So they go through the quiz. They're like, what's my answer? Boom, it's the video. Then they watch a video. So where quiz? That's a great question. I used to host my quiz on ClickFunnels, but I actually switched to Go High Level recently. It's actually the same price, and you get a lot more features. It's quicker, and I like it a lot better. So inside the schools, I actually show you how you can get my exact quiz as a template for free in your account. So you don't have to worry about looking at these images I show you later on the quiz and kind of remaking it. I can I can give it to you and put it into your account, and you can edit it and make it your own. So it's very, very valuable there. So now you may be wondering, how do I do a quiz? Maybe maybe you're not too techy, you don't know too much. It's very simple. I am myself not too extravagantly techy. So these type of platforms actually make it super easy. So if you're new, it does not take too much to learn the ropes on it. And you basically just make this quiz based off of everything that they give you in the offer. And you just form it into a quiz. It's super easy. So I show you how to do it. Now, you want to see the quiz? Yeah, here it is. Now, this is the page 1. You can see it's very simple. And I will dive into it a little bit here in just a second. But this is it. They have a question there, a little image, and then below there is a story that helps lower the guards of the reader by giving them a personal testimony. So let's dive into this. So this is very valuable. Make sure you're taking notes here. So this is the headline. It talks about the point of difference. The new flavor pairing science supercharges metabolism. What's that? It's like, oh, interesting. And then take a short quiz to see if it could work for you. So it's kind of disarming a little bit. It's like, oh, a short quiz. Now you can see a progress bar, 1 of 3. It pre-frames them that this is a short quiz. Now here too on the question, you want something that gives them value. If they see something that's just very simple, they may think it's just fake or nothing. So you want to have some value here to make them actually take it serious. So you want something that seems genuine, it appeals to facts, provides context and value. And then the image, this is a very curiosity-based image. You see it, you don't really understand what it is. I mean, you kind of can off of this, like, oh, maybe just eat less. But images like these that don't really tell the full story are perfect because it drives curiosity. And I dive into that too in the school. So then the question, is very simple. It helps them self-identify. And this one here, we do the first one as their age because it's very simple and it helps build a momentum for them to go to the next one and complete the next one. So it's just a good head start into the quiz. And then the body is going to be a first-person testimonial type of like a before and after type story. And very important because people do want more context generally. And I've seen that these type of first-person testimonials are really nice. So if you see here, this is the full story here. So if you want, you can screenshot this. You can pause this here and go over it. It's basically someone's personal testimony that helps basically sell the reader. So there it is. Now, next couple pages, it's going to be pretty simple. As you see, the subheadline has been removed. The story has been removed. So people just focus on this. And now this gets into more detail. These are more questions. The third one, what's your biggest challenge? And they're like, oh, these are really good. Oh, I actually have more of this one. So then once they click that, it's going to have a little pop-up here. And it's like, oh, hey, your answers are being analyzed. I should have put these right there over where. But anyway, so results being analyzed. Boom, it pops up here. Oh, your specific hormone weight loss type is ICE type 1. Click here for video instructions and to receive your full blueprint. So then, and also, of course, your results are confidential. Please do not share this link. Give some more credibility in a way. We like to put it in there. So then, yeah, you basically put your affiliate link right here. They click onto it, and then they go to the sales page, which is super nice. So basically, that's it for the quiz. It's pretty simple. That is the exact same quiz we ran. And this is a winning quiz. It had a high click-through rate, which means a lot of people, once they landed on the quiz, they did actually complete the quiz. So now you can get this for free when you watch the school videos. You will get the free template just like that, where you can just simply edit it. And now we're on this next video. We're going to dive into how to actually get people onto this quiz. And we do it through Facebook ads. So I will see you there. Okay, welcome. This is the Facebook ad section of this case study. I'm going to show you exactly what we ran, and you're going to get a lot of value out. So let's dive into it here. So now you may be wondering, why Facebook? For me, it's easiest for the new person to learn. It really doesn't take much budget to test it compared to like Google or YouTube or native. It's very new person friendly, and I love it. And you just got to learn how it works, and you're good to go, and I'll teach you everything. You don't need to actually hire somebody to make a video. Images work really well on this, and testing and scaling is actually super easy on this. So all you really need is just one ad that wins that is converting, and you're good to go, really. It's really that simple. So you may be wondering, what does an ad look like? So if you go through here, you're going to see this is just a very bad ad that I screenshotted. This is not good. Do not do something like this. This is terrible. But what happens is, though, is first when those people are scrolling, they're going to get stopped by the image. So the image is actually the first thing they see. So it needs to be a little pattern interrupt, but it also needs to speak to the audience that is your target audience. So for example, and I show you the ads here later, but we need something that is curiosity based and it really speaks to the audience, as I just said. But anyway, so then the next part is they see the headline. They go, oh, okay, what's this? Then they go, boom, custom t-shirt quotes at the best price. Sucky headline. This is just an example, but this is used to build curiosity. Again, kind of like maybe saying something like 93% of people don't know this. Something like that. Just more curiosity based and to get them to read this. So once they go, oh, interesting. Oh, all right. And then they go, boom, up here to actually read the full copy. Now, the copy, it relates to the image. It gets a person to click onto the website, and it does a good job, if you do a good job, at opening loops, which is pretty much unanswered questions in their head that gives them kind of a curiosity reason to go through. It's like a question that they think that will get answered, later on. So it's an open loop to really get them to click and drive curiosity. It's very sales psychology. So this is the ad images that worked super well for us. I can't believe I'm sharing it, but the idea is you want to get someone to stop their scroll. These images actually invoke curiosity. So you see here, it's like, oh, her FP's at 23%, hers at 72. Okay, maybe time. This person's eating like wine and bread, but this person's eating like berries and stuff, but they're also on their toes. They're like, what? I don't understand. What is this? Like, okay, and then they're going to read the next thing, or they're going to read the headline and then the copy. Now, this one is great too. It's like, okay, ice water in the stomach. If you kind of elevate yourself at this angle, like, what is this? I don't get it. That's the idea. They don't get it. They want to learn more. They want to learn how that works, or they want to learn how and why, basically. And these are the images, and these crushed. And then, so the headline, it's not super important, but it's more important for other platforms like Google or like native. But the headline we used, it said, quiz, does carb and flavor pairing work for you? So as you can see, very curiosity based, gets people to move forward. So, and then the ad copy. Now, copy, if you're not caught up, is just basically the words that are in the advertising. It's called copywriting. And it's basically just human psychology into words. And so you really need to learn how to stir up emotion, tap into their needs and desires, and kind of nudges someone to take the next step. And if this is not something you're too keen on, I do actually have more content on how to go throughout copywriting and how to build out some great copy. I personally love copywriting. I think it's super interesting. I love psychology. So this is actually something I'm really good at, thankfully. And I teach you in the school. So I will see you there. Affiliate Mastery Academy. Or no. Yeah, on school. School.com/affiliate mastery academy. You'll see it. And it's kind of like a friendly sales guy who knows exactly what to say to get you excited about the product. So this is the ad copy, the exact ad copy we used. I'll give you a second to just kind of read it. As you can see here, there's page breaks. It looks really nice. Like, okay, it's kind of shorter. All right. So let's dive into the meat here. So now this first part, I didn't believe it at first. Now this is in the first person. You're kind of pre-framing someone for like a shocking discovery. It also is storytelling and kind of opens up a loop. Like, oh, what didn't they believe at first? So then there's also a page break here, and that is psychology because it helps someone kind of move forward and get on to the next one. So this quiz totally changed the way I see the balance between hormones and weight loss. So again, hints at the amazing discovery. There's page breaks, encourage reading, like I just said. It's non-formal. It's also disarming, and there's an implied testimonial here that it's like more first person. Next one simple page and one simple change, and now I'm free. So it's easy, it's fast, there's the benefit, they feel free. Next one, forget the impossible fad diets like keto and paleo. I kind of a fan of keto actually, but I'm not really too sure about paleo. But it's just kind of something that relates to the audience, and they've probably tried some sort of fad diet that they call it, and it didn't work with them. So it helps relate. It puts down the person's barriers, so they're like, okay, this person really understands me. So the next one, I battled my whole life to find a simple program that could help me overcome cravings, feelings of self-worth, and anxiety. So again, this helps the person identify with the reader. So it helps the reader identify with the copy because they probably had some of these issues themselves. It gets them to really think about their own examples, gets them to kind of thinking in their own head of their own feelings they had. Because people usually, people do is they buy with emotions and then they justify with logic. So we need to be emotional. So then, I couldn't be happier. It's an appeal to emotion. That's a benefit. It's also future pacing them. I just took the quiz and then watched my results. So it's like, oh, it's super easy. What will be my results? Watch my results. Pre-frames there's a video. And then last one, tap below to get started. And this is a call to action. Usually we kind of put like, before this gets taken down or something like that. Or they let me share this. I don't know how long I'll be able to share it. Something like that. Not that exactly, but it's call to action. Gets user to scroll down. There's little arrows. Just points them a little bit and gets them to click on the link. So that is the winning ad copy, guys. This is worth way more than what I charge you for this case study, but I am glad you're here because I'm hoping you're getting a lot of good value out of it because this is a winning ad copy. Along with that image, it's beautiful. And I'll show you the results of it too. Now, that is the next one. Oh, and then how can I learn more? No, so if you're interested in learning more about copywriting, here's actually some really great books. .com Secrets, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. He is a guru. He's an amazing guy. And then there's also Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. Jim is actually Russell's copywriter. So these are amazing books. Cashvertising by Drew Eric Whitman. Also a very amazing book if you want to get into the psychology of ads. It's awesome. So once you finish with the school videos, I do actually give you an opportunity to be a VIP in my new community where I teach you literally everything step by step. Ad copy, images, offers. I teach you everything I know because I want to help a lot of hungry entrepreneurs like myself. I'd like to have the idea of helping people out. When I was younger, when I first got started in this, I want to be able to make a product that basically sells my younger self and gives them everything I wish I would have had at that time to really speed up this whole process because I've been doing this stuff since 2018. And, there's a lot of things I've learned over the last 7 years I've been in business, so I definitely can provide a lot of value for you. So then as I grow, this will be more exclusive. It's actually going to start costing more and things like that. But of course, you do get it for free because you paid for the case study. So you are welcome to go in there for free. Yeah, next step. So now we know what an ad looks like and we know how the consumer sees ads. I showed you winning image. I showed you winning headline and copy. Now we're going to go into the Facebook account itself, and I'm going to show you my scaling strategy and how I set things up. So this next one's going to be also very valuable, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, guys, welcome. Hey, you made it to the last video. I'm super glad you're here. Thanks for watching up to this point. I know a lot of people will just kind of buy something and not go through with it. So if you were at this end of this point, in the school community, let me know you finished it all, and I'll be sure to respond and introduce myself, and we can chat for a little bit and be best friends. No, I'm just joking. So now this is what a winning campaign looks like. So I showed you the ad, show you everything else. This is actually in the account. So what happened was we started at $200 a day, and we reached over $43,000 a day in ad spend. And, I'll explain actually why it stopped in my school community, and it's actually a really crazy story. I get into it in the school, so you'll see it there. But overall, I generated over $419,000 or $219,000. Total spend was about $134K. So net profit was $84,000 in a month within 26 days. Imagine walking home after a month of really not even doing anything because you just have to set up the ads and then press go, and then Facebook does it for you basically. But what would you do with $85,000 right now? Boom, in your account, $85,000. What would you do? Would you go pay off all of your credit card debt? Will you go pay off maybe some family members' credit card debt? Would you go invest a lot of that into more business? Personally, I would maybe take a little bit for myself, but then I feel like most of that I would put it into more of a business. I would replicate this again to really let it multiply, because you don't really want to spend this type of money frivolously. And I do see that's a comment there, but you want to also reinvest this into your business and let this get more. Now, maybe add a zero at the end. Now you're making maybe $840,000, within a couple months or something. So what would you do with 85 grand? Man, that's a lot. So then now, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So welcome. So basically this is the account overview. So within the first, week or so, I took a screenshot. We've had some great success. It started scaling. You can see that the profit isn't that much right now because we were starting new campaigns, cutting bad campaigns. We were still in like the testing phase, making things work. So don't be too concerned about that. So yeah, this is within the first week, and I must have screenshot at the same time I do my thing, but whatever. Next day, this is it's 28 days in or 18 days in. Now you could see, we've had over 100K in revenue, that many purchases. I must have switched things around because it did have to spend, but it's not on there. Oh, amount spent 58K. Now we got back 99. So you could see it's starting to increase in profit. So then, and it costs us about $31 to get a purchase. And I think we got about $70 back or so. It does depend because some people don't buy the upsells. Some people buy all of the upsells. So yeah, and you can kind of see this is me too. You see my name up here. This is my email account up there, all my other stuff. So this is me. This is legit. This isn't someone else's screenshot. So then now this is on August 5th. This is what I showed you earlier. This is the results on the campaign, $219,000. As you see, it starts scaling up like crazy. It was great. And I show you exactly my scaling strategy. It's actually super easy. And so, yeah, this is very exclusive. I don't think many people are going to show you the back end of their ad account, but this is it. Look at this. Wow, look at all this. Isn't this crazy? Like, these are all the campaigns. So first of all, you have campaigns, and then inside of it, you have ad sets. And then inside those ad sets, you have ads. So it's kind of like a binder has the campaigns, and then the ad sets are the folders inside of it, and then the ads are like the individual papers inside of it, if that makes sense. So you can see here, 2,000 purchases, link clicks, cost per result, budget is going to be on the next one, amount spend, purchase conversion value. So you can see some of these have a great return on them. Some of these are not so good. And, of course, we are doing some testing to make things work out. Some of these don't. You just cut it. It's no big deal. So, yeah, let's dive into the biggest one here. Now, this is on the ad set level, the one I just showed you. Now, you could see $2,300 a day in spend, $755 a day, $2,300 in spend, et cetera. You see it here. So it's all right here. These are all, we're testing different kind of audiences. We're testing different bidding. We're testing different campaign goals. And if this is gibberish to you, don't worry. This is something that you dive into a little bit better. It's super easy to understand once you get the hold of it. You can see the cost per results for about $30. This one was about $25. And, it was about a 2x ROI there. And yeah, this is it. Imagine logging into your account, seeing all this, seeing a positive return. Like, it was so beautiful. I remember looking at this, just being on top of the world, elated. It's pretty new in the industry, and this was like a huge break for me almost immediately. So if you're worried about, man, I don't know what to sell, or I don't know what to do, like, what if I don't ever make it? But also, what if you do make it? You're never going to find out unless you try and give it a chance. God can't really work unless you're moving. You can't really steer a parked car, right? So go out and do it. Just see if you might be the person who has a success story early. You might be someone that goes through some struggles and then you overcome it because you had to learn the lesson from those. And now you can actually handle the money. It doesn't matter. As long as you're on your journey and you don't quit, you're going to succeed. Like, I fully believe in that. If you just do not give up, if you're persistent and consistent, that's all you need. So now let's dive into, this is all the ad sets. It's just kind of some more data that I wanted to screenshot because it is, so you can see here all the purchases, the cost per result, budget, the daily budget, how much we spent, the revenue, but then also it shows you these are not too important. The important part here, these are not too important, these three right here, but this one is super important. This CTR, the click-through rate. Now, this is where someone sees your ad and then they actually click onto it. And a good ad, like okay, we'll let it run, is typically you want at least a 2% click-through rate. So if 100 people see it, 2 people are clicking, which sounds crazy, but that's how these type campaign works, and it backs out, so it's perfectly fine, just what the numbers are. But then on these campaigns, they were crushing it. Like over 4% is like, okay, you're doing great. These are getting 5-6%. I do also have an ad strategy where I'm getting like 10% click-through rates. It's crazy. It's very much my secret sauce, so I have to kind of gatekeep that a little bit. But I do give you an opportunity to get it in the school, so I will see you on the school. So, yeah, that is basically it. And it's very simple how to basically scale these. You just increase the budget by 15% every day. And then you just duplicate the ad sets that are winning. And then you set them at a higher budget. And that's pretty much it. And then you start testing manual campaigns. You start testing other things. And that's how you scale. It's really easy. So congrats. You made it this far. Not many people will make it here. So if you made it here, I do want to meet you. I thank you for actually watching this. You're a winner. And because if people who aren't winners, they just buy something, move on, they get distracted. You're a winner because you've actually gone through this all and you're here. So I appreciate you. Now, you should have a good vision on how this is possible for you. What I wanted to do is give you enough for you to go off on your own. And there are a couple different key details that I do put in the school. So you're going to see them in there. So then once you have this case study and then all this free stuff I give you in the school community, you are going to have enough to just go off on your own and go do it on your own. But then also I do give you the opportunity, not high ticket, to work with me personally and to get the full course content where I dive into everything in a lot more detail. And it's going to be very cheap monthly investment. I mean, you'll see. It's just, this should be like 5-10K. Because that's kind of what I charge people when I consult them to do this type of stuff. But I would like a lot of people in here, kind of like a Hustlers University, Andrew Tate type deal. So yeah, it's going to be great. So thank you for making it to the end here. This final bonus, it is my exact quiz funnel template that I use to replicate these type of campaigns. So basically, I'm going to give you a link. And once you click the link and you sign up for an account, you will have a fully built funnel into your account that you can edit freely. It's yours. You just need to make some edits on a couple different things, and it's yours. This would literally cost you thousands of dollars, at least $1,000, to make like a winning campaign that actually does revenue and it works, not just like in theory. So it's literally all you need to run your business. So it saves you months and months of testing because you don't have to necessarily worry about, is this a good quiz or is it the ad that's not good? It saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of headache. So I give it to you for free. All you have to do is go to the school community and finish all the videos, and I will show you how to get about, and I will show you how to get it. So this is it. Go to school.com/affiliate mastery academy. Finish all those videos. Once you see those videos, I will make you an offer to get access to my full step-by-step course blueprint where I dive into every single little detail behind it all. You also will have 24 access to me and weekly coaching calls. You also get to meet other high-level people like yourself. And I'm not going to ask you to pull out any sort of loan or pay me some sort of high ticket. I'm actually looking for long-term monthly recurring revenue. So I'm putting the barrier to entry very low in hopes of a lot of people come through, and it's a very, stable coaching business I have. So just to be fully transparent with you, I mean, you've gone this far, so I assume this is marketing and how this all kind of works. So I'm I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff or kind of pull some wool over your head. I know you're probably a very smart person looking for an edge, and this is it. So I am so glad you're here. Thanks for watching these videos on Udemy. Go ahead to the school community, school.com/affiliate mastery academy, and I will see you there.